What y'all doing? You want to do a look? I want to do a look. So this was that secret I was keeping from y'all. It was a tough secret to keep. Secrets out. Also, by the way, I'm going to just kind of quickly walk you through it. I'm going to do my makeup while we do it. And I also really want to teach you how to use the formulas, because that's what I'm here for. I don't want y'all to get this and not know how to use it. But I'm also going to show you that they're going to come in individuals and duos and all kinds of stuff. Let me go grab that actually. So obviously you can get the entire Trust the Process palette here in a little modular system. We're going to have more videos coming and I'll take it apart for you. You'll get to see how it all works. But I do want y'all to know that you could buy them like this. And this is the packaging that's compostable. Just plant that. And that color right there is the peach, that's soft peach. And now that I can talk about it, we'll kind of start to understand the colors, the formulas, because I'm going to be using it all the time. Feels so good. What do we have in this one? I have them right here. This, I've literally, see, here's a single. And that one's the peach one too. So this one is the actual press powder. But that's all I was going to show y'all right now. We're doing a look, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But I just wanted y'all to know that it's not just the big, huge palette. You will be able to buy them individually, doubles. Ooh. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. I wanted to use this color today. I wanted to use Brick. Did y'all see the pictures? I did the makeup. I know a lot of y'all, you might not know this, but I did makeup for a long time. On other people, I should say. Obviously, I've done it a long time, but I did do it for quite some time on other people. And I think that's where a lot of the information is. I learned a lot while I did that, and that's how I'm able to continue to help. So yeah, I'm grateful for that time. I don't love doing others' makeup as much as I used to because I'm a little bit older, and let me tell you, my back still hurts from doing the makeup that day. So when I had the idea for this, you'll know that I've taught a lot about color correcting, and yes, we could absolutely use these for color correcting, but I really love the idea of them as eyeshadows because color correctors are just so beautiful on the skin. They're so flattering. So we're going to start with the cream, just like we always do. This is kind of my process. Trust the process. So normally I'll lay down some kind of cream or a tacky base, and that's what this is. Think of this as a tacky base. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this on my lid. And then if you want to combine them, you can combine them. And I just thought it was so cool to pair it with the brushes, because if you want to switch back and forth between colors, all you got to do is wipe it on Sheila. And then we could switch over to the yellow. And I want to show you really quickly. There's a kitty cat here. We could switch over into the yellow. I don't want to use the yellow, but we would be fine because see, we don't have any of the Anyways, I love the idea of switching back and forth because now you see that we just have the yellow there and the soft brick was wiped off the brush. I'm not using the yellow, but I just wanted to kind of demonstrate that. So I'm just going to continue to build this up a little bit more. And I will say, let me give you a tip with these. They're so pigmented, you don't need that much because too much, it might move around. So they're so pigmented. I'm picking up the tiniest amount and I am making sure that this is completely even across our lid, just like I do everything. I mention that almost every single day when it comes to really anything on the eye area, because the skin on the eye and around the eye is so thin that it just needs so much less product than what we think. So when y'all start to use these, just make sure that they are very thin and even across the lid. I just get a smile on my face using them. Now for me, I would normally use, I'm just gonna teach the heck out of this because if y'all purchase anything from this collection, I want you to be able to use it so many different ways. So for where I'm at, I can use this one mainly as a color corrector, but if I use a small amount, like say what's left on this brush right now, I can just go under here and then I have my little pre-color corrector. Multi-purpose. Also, this brush is going to be essential. A brush like this, I'm going to link this brush, obviously. This is our brush, but something really short and really dense is going to be fantastic for spreading out this formula, making sure it's really, really even across the skin. When I kind of put this palette together and these colors together, this was definitely one of the brushes that I had in mind to work with these formulas, so I am going to link this one. But if you already have one in your collection, use that one. Oh, and a tip, I'm just having fun. I'm sorry if I'm everywhere. I'm very excited. I honestly, it was so hard to sleep last night. It's good, but I am just like, whew, I have to calm myself down. So if you do have oily eyelids, I would have recommended just a little tiny amount of translucent powder across that lid, or even blotting that lid with a tissue before you apply that cream. So that's our little oily lid tip. Now, obviously, we're going to use the E28. Definitely had this one in mind. I'll link this one as well. But we're going to grab this one because I want to do kind of a monochromatic vibe. I'm even going to use this as blush. We're not there yet. Again, excited, getting ahead of myself. Anything is going to separate, crease a little bit until it's set. We've talked about that many times because these are not going to be self-setting. So we're going to take this and we're going to kind of tilt our head back. If you can't do that, just kind of look down. And the reason why I want y'all to do that is because I really want you to kind of take your time and press this in. We're going to pick up more. And I want you to kind of go back over the areas that might move. Kind of where our eye shuts in the crease where it can have friction. Just go back over that. I think we should lightly transition this with a pink brow bone. And then this is kind of another vision I had with the colors and the formulas. I have been looking at some older pictures, some textures of eyeshadow, and I noticed that at one point, very soft, blurred, extremely soft eyeshadow. It was very popular at the time. And I wanted something that just looked so soft, almost pillowy on the eye, and I feel like these formulas are that. Oh, the lawn crew. Woo, my grass is about to look fire, but this video is about to be noisy. And there's a reason I named this palette the Trust the Process palette. This is why. So now we're just gonna grab the powder soft pink, and we'll go ahead and press that on our brow bone. They're still very pigmented even without the cream clay shadow underneath. Whenever I would tease this, y'all would go, that is the softest looking shadow I've ever seen. And I was just like, yes, yay, y'all get my vision. I'm gonna brighten up the center just a little bit with the same color, just a little. So pigmented. That's just the eyeshadow, the pressed eyeshadow. Jean is not amused. It's not amused. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer. It's my Natasha Denona one that I always use, shade R5. And I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand for now. We're gonna grab it on our inner rush brush, the E29. And I'm gonna start here, and I'm just gonna really clean up. I want to show you the difference. And the reason we're using a fluffy brush is because we don't want a whole lot. I don't want to cover up too much. Just kind of mesh it together. And then we can clean up over here. Pretty. And then of course you can use these with shadows you already have. These type of colors, not only of course do they color correct the face, but you could even use them to kind of color correct your eyeshadows, which I've done videos on that before. Just think of it as the same concept as anything. If you want to darken a shadow, you would use the brick. You have a shadow that needs a little bit more warmth, you would add that one. You could use the peach one to kind of cancel out anything too blue, too purple. It gets advanced, but I'm here. But it's really fun, and that's what makeup is. It's just about having fun. It is a lot easier though, I feel, to have me there holding your hand, because I wish that somebody would have helped me understand. I don't want to say the more complicated things, because I have faith in y'all, but just the more in-depth things. Now I still have to keep a few more secrets. Y'all want me to keep these secrets, but I can't show you the liner that I'm using, so I'm going to do it off camera, but I'm not going to do a wing. I'm just going to do a really thin line across my lash line. Let's do some mascara before we put on our falsies. Any mascara. I just grab whatever's closest. But I thought I would mention that because I haven't been mentioning that, and I forget that every day someone else is starting their makeup journey. And that's such a fun thing to me. But yes, I like to put on mascara and just darken the lashes before we put on our falsies. By the way, Kennedy here is wearing the same shade that I'm wearing right now, that soft brick. She's so pretty. I love her so much. But yeah, just wanted to kind of give you a comparison of what it looks like on a deeper skin tone. And every time I wear these lashes, even though y'all see them every single day, I still get asked what they are. And I'm gonna tag them again. But yes, they are so pretty, right? I'd probably keep on asking too, because I didn't believe the beauty. I'll just go ahead and grab a little bit of the peach just for a demo. I'm gonna use this one as color corrector. Same exact idea. We would just want to make sure it's really even and really thin. Anytime we're around the eye, I know that we want to really get in there. We want to correct. We're looking at any kind of, I know obviously I don't have dark circles, but I know that some of us do. You're beautiful and I love you. You're perfect. But we want to get in there and we're like, we need to just pile this on, but that's actually just going to sabotage everything later. So thin, even layers. I know I sound like a broken record, but you would be surprised how many DMs I still get, and I tell them this, they do it, and it solves the problem. Warms my heart. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit of concealer. Whenever you use any kind of corrector, you need less concealer. Remember that too. Me and my blending tin still fighting it out. It's a scab now, but it would not go away. It was fighting for its life on my face. Let's put a little bit on my redness. Okay. I can use that same C31 that we used earlier for all the corrector and the eyeshadow. Just go ahead and work this in. And I love using this smaller brush. You might think that it's gonna take longer to use a smaller brush, but you really only need to use that smaller brush really far in here, underneath here, really close to the eye. And then we just switch to our much larger C42, and then we're super fast. It's just about really working it in around these harder to reach areas and around fine lines. Fine lines need a small brush. Write that down. I'm telling myself. While I'm blending, the official launch date is August 16th. I'm gonna get y'all an official time so you can set a timer. It's important. I'll be posting it on here, obviously, and I'll set a timer here, but some of y'all might wanna put it on your calendar. I know that we're a family here, and your support. I love y'all. I'm only saying this because it's my DMs right now. I literally feel like y'all are my friends, and it's amazing. So for blush, we're gonna grab the pink cream clay, okay? And then I'm also gonna grab the same brick one. And I'm just placing it with my finger. We're gonna blend it, but I'm mixing that. And what that's gonna do is just darken it a little bit. We could even darken it more if we wanted to. And then I need a C41. Got one. For a little monochromatic moment. Look how beautifully that blends out. Boom, blended. Dreamy. Oh, that's so pretty. By the way, if you want to do a little bit more pink under eye, you could take a little bit of the cream clay in the soft pink, because we still love that pink under eye. If you have a skin tone closer to me, and also I've seen deeper skin tones do the pink under eye so beautifully, so it's not limited. Look how brightening that is. And for this one, I've talked about this before, the pink I would consider more of a brightener, so that one's gonna go on top, and then we could still kind of brighten up over here. I can add the brick, which I'm going to, so it'll match, but I wanted you to see that on my skin tone, the pink does show up as a really beautiful blush. Nope. I can't have nice things, nice videos, there's just sawing logs over here. I'm sure that y'all know this, but the powder shadows are for sure talc free. You know, we just can't be assuming that y'all know, but I wanted to let y'all know. Some of you are familiar with Mob because I love them and I've been using them for I don't even know how long, but I just wanted to let y'all know that. So now I'm gonna set. We're gonna use our loose powder to set. You can absolutely set with the powders. In fact, let me go get Kindle's picture, I'll show you. So I did set with the yellow. Let me just grab it. So here on Kindle, I actually set underneath her eye with this. So you can absolutely set with these. They're so smooth. But I'm going to set with my loose powder, and then I'm just going to do a light dusting of the pink to brighten the under eye. You'll see. But I did want you to see that you can absolutely set with them. Which obviously, they are eyeshadow. They're eyeshadows, so they're going to have a lot more pigment than most of our powders. It also feels really good because a lot of you are noticing, and you say that I'm going somewhere that no one's ever gone before. Yeah, I feel that this would, if I saw this 20 years ago on my makeup journey before there was anybody there to help me, something like this would not have been understandable. I would have been scared of this. But what's happened is y'all understand these things now because we chat about makeup all day, every day. And obviously there's just so many wonderful artists out there that have taught us through social media. So something like this, it's a lot easier to envision. And also, I don't know, I think my brain just works differently. I work in a process. So instead of going, oh, I just love this color shadow or this one and I want this, I go through the steps that I take to get my looks. So now let's brighten up. My under eye is pretty bright, but we're just having fun. Let's grab some of this. We're grabbing soft pink, the eyeshadow, the pressed. And we'll just brighten this up a little bit more. We'll brighten it up more around this way. Did y'all want bright? Because that said bright. So soft though. Looks like a filter. I'm gonna show you with back camera. Back camera never lies. That's why I always do the in shot with back camera so you can really see. And then I will just grab my foundation brush again and just tap the edges. Melt all that in. So pretty. Oh, I forgot to show you. So I just used my Givenchy originally. So when you saw me setting, that was the Givenchy powder. But for the rest of my face, I'm gonna dip over into the new Mauve powder. I'm actually gonna use shade medium. And I'll just pick it up, even it out like I always do. Pick it up with my puff. I've been using this. I've been keeping so many makeup secrets, but now they're finally out. I got this a long time ago, actually. Now, of course, I'm going to use my M36 bronzer. I love this bronzer so much. I don't even know how long I've been using it now. I'm trying to think. It's my favorite. So buttery. Speaking of how funny, I just hit pan. Now let's go ahead and finish up underneath the eyes. This brush is a secret, don't look at it. I'm just pushing that underneath the lash line. That's Soft Brick Shadow, the pressed shadow, not the cream. Pretty, let's connect it. I feel like this MAC lipstick matches perfectly. I like this idea. And then I just have on this NYX lip liner. This is the shade, this is the formula I love, Line It Loud. Total Baller. And then I'll just darken that up a little bit. Now the Suspended Sparkle Bomb. What you're seeing right here in these two different shades, that's going to be a baked formula. I've never seen anything like this formula, actually. It's also loaded with skincare ingredients. We love that. Now, I know not everyone wants to wear a lot of sparkle on their face. I do, especially this, because it's just so beautiful. We're just going to tap a little bit there. It's so pretty. I can't wait for you to see it with that camera. That being said, you can apply this anywhere on the face. I know, like I said, not everybody wants the extreme highlighter. I love the way that this looks. It doesn't add texture like some of the highlighters that I have avoided recently. It's just so much fun. I'll show it to you back camera. Back camera. I need to stop squawking and just show you. Ooh, and the name Suspended Sparkle Bomb, that comes from, it's suspended in that skincare. By the way, I swatched both of them. That's gonna be Sparkling Rose Gold. That's the one I have on, and then that is Sparkling Pearl. Pretty, right? No, I know not everybody wants sparkle. This would be beautiful out, obviously, on the inner corner, but I did want to show you, it is just, it's magical. Look how pretty that is on the skin. Just a juicy cheekbone. This really and truly has gotten me into highlighter. I hope y'all enjoyed today. I'm so excited. I'm probably not even supposed to start doing tutorials right now. They're probably gonna be like, this is too early. And I'm gonna be like, no! I'm just so excited. I have to share it with y'all. I've been keeping it a secret for too long. I cannot stop staring at my cheekbone. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Let me turn to this side. I don't have it on this side. Yes, I do. There it is. Wait, I forgot I did put it there. I'm just so excited. And I don't want y'all to get the palette and then go, well, now what? Because I don't want y'all to invest in a product and not just have endless information on it, because I myself have done that. I've just been so excited and then I don't know how to use it, but that's not what's gonna happen here. I'm here. We're gonna have so much fun with this palette. This is our super easy on the go palette, and it's our art project palette. So I'm really excited, and I will see you tonight in the comments.